Hi everyone, it's Debbie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back. I am a reseller. I have been reselling for 17 years and I absolutely love it. Today I have a what sold video for you. I'm going to share 18 items that sold this past week, which was July 11th through 17th, 2021. I have items from eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari. But before we start on the what sold portion, I need to announce the winner of the inventory giveaway. And thank goodness I do not have to pick the winner myself, because you guys are so nice and I feel like I'm getting to know so many of you, and I read your comments and I'm just like, I want them to win, I want them to win, I want them to win. And so if I had to pick myself, I would be in so much trouble. And that's kind of what led me to doing this monthly inventory giveaway. The first one that I had where I was like, I'll just give away the extra swimsuits that I don't get listed. When I had one person win, I was so happy that she won, but I wanted everybody else to. So I will continue that tradition for as long as I am on YouTube. On the 15th of every month, I will give away some type of inventory. So if you did not win this time, please come back next month on the 15th and I will have another inventory giveaway. So let's break right here. And on Monday morning at 9 a.m., I used a random YouTube comment picker to filter by the word bins, and I will show you who won. I had the YouTube comment picker filter by the word bins, and then I blocked myself as a winner because I realized I used the word bins and I did not want it to come up as myself. And then right when the clock turned 9 o'clock, congratulations to Stephanie. I was so happy when I saw that you won. Your comment was so sweet, and I hope this box of inventory does great for you. And if you just email me at love2shop242@gmail.com and let me know where to send it, I will get it right out to you. And remember, if you didn't win this month, be sure and enter next month. If you are not subscribed, be sure and subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so that you will know when I release new videos. So for the week of July 11th through 17th, 2021, I sold 22 items. I'm still on a little bit of a slowdown because we have been going places a lot. I did sell a little bit more than last week. Last week was $415.49. This week was $485.66. So not a lot more, but a little bit. And we will start on Poshmark. The first item that I sold on Poshmark was from my Goodwill haul in Shawnee, Oklahoma, where I took my son and asked him to see if he could find items for me to sell. And this might have been the very first thing he found. It was the Vineyard Vines men's shorts, and he held it up and he's like, will this sell? And I'm like, yes, good job. And it sold for $25. My earnings were $17.54. I paid $4.99 at Goodwill, and my profit was $12.55. So good job, Jason. The next one was from another video where I was showing how much I could reasonably do in a 3 to 4 hour workday. And this was a Disney jacket, a denim jacket, Beauty and the Beast. And I thought it was really cute, and sometimes Disney can do great. It sold for $35. My earnings were $25.54. I paid $7.49, and my profit was $18.05. The next one was, I had 2 items. I often debate whether I should relist older items or not, and I always feel like it's better to just put new items out there. If I have a limited amount of time, I'd rather create new listings than relist old listings. But lately, when I have relisted some things, they do get attention and they do sell faster, and that is evidenced by this Free People Sydney bodysuit. I relisted it. It had been up there for almost a year. So on the 9th of July, I relisted it on Poshmark. I sold one on the 13th, one on the 15th, and one on the 18th. Before that, I hadn't had any sales for quite a long time. So I'm starting to think, well, maybe I'm going to try this out and every day relist quickly just a few things and see if that really picks up activity. These both sold, 2 of them for $20 and $20. The other one was the 18th, so I'm not counting that one on this week. Yeah, but it'll be on next week's. My earnings were $16. I paid $4.50 each. I purchased them from Fox Liquidation, which I've talked about over and over. That is where I buy all of my liquidation from. If you're interested in purchasing from them, I'll put my code up above, which will save 5% if you use, and I would really appreciate it also. And my profit on each of those was $11.50, and multiple quantities, love that. The next one, I keep selling these over and over again. And this one was interesting because I opened my phone and I looked at my offers and it said there was an offer for, I can't remember, like $35 or $38. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm going to accept that. And then right after it said it sold. And I thought, well, that's weird. I never accepted it. How did it sell? I went back and looked, they had sent an offer to me, and then I guess they changed their mind and just purchased it outright full price. Yay, that does not happen that often. So I was really happy. And even though I had finished my shipments for the day, I knew my carrier had not come yet. So I went ahead and got it, packaged it up, and sent it out the door because I thought if she's willing to pay full price, I am getting it out the door today. So I was really happy about that. My earnings were $36. I paid $8.44. Again, I purchased it from Fox Liquidation, and that was multiple quantities. If you've noticed, I've sold the same dress week after week after week. It is great, and my profit was $27.56. So excellent one. The next one, I included this one because I have sold it. This is the 3rd time. This is the Contour Coco Reef Tankini top, and it sold twice on eBay and was returned, and it finally sold on Poshmark. So thank goodness it will not be returned. It sold for $20. My earnings were $16. I paid 66 cents on my great swimsuit deal, and my profit was $15.34. And I took a much lower offer. When it had sold the first couple times, it sold for a lot more money. But when it sold on Poshmark, I was like, oh, no returns. I'm going to take that. So I was really happy to send that one on to its new home. The next one was maybe one of my lowest sales ever. This was a really nice Abercrombie and Fitch men's button front shirt. It was blue with a really light pink striped muscle fit, like just a really nice looking shirt. But it just sat and had absolutely zero attention. So when an offer came in for $6, I thought, keep it and just store it for who knows how long, maybe a year, maybe 2 years, or go ahead and take it and get back $3.05. And the $3.05 won, so I accepted it, and I only paid 62 cents for it at the Goodwill bins. So I still made a profit of $2.43, and it found a new home, and it didn't end up in a landfill. So I would call that a win for sure. The next one is a swimsuit brand that I really like, and I've had great luck selling, Roxy. And this one sold for $19. My earnings were $15.20. I paid 66 cents on my great swimsuit deal, and my profit was $14.54. Next one was another example of something that I went ahead and relisted because it had been sitting for a long time. Initially, when I first listed this Free People Revolution crop, I had several just sell like that. Then it's just been completely dead. So I thought, I'm just going to relist it and see if that generates sales. And it did. I sold one for $17 and one for $20. My earnings were $12.10 on one and $16 on the other. I paid $8.13 for each of these. And again, from Fox Liquidation, my profit on one was only $3.97. So I think I accepted too low. I guess they had just been sitting for so long that I was like, oh yes, I'll send that out. But that's okay. I still got my $8.13 back and a profit of $3.97. So I'm happy with that. And the other one made a profit of $7.87. And another error that I think I made on this top was I loved this top. I kept one and I just thought it was so cute, loved it. And so I was like, everybody's going to pay this much money for it. I think it's worth this much money. And so I probably priced it way too high at first. And I got those first couple initial sales and then no one else was willing to buy it because I had it overpriced because I got a little too emotionally attached to it. So this time I listed it for a little bit lower of an amount and we will see how that continues to do because I still have several left. The next one is the Free People Oh Scuba Bra and it sold for $19. My earnings were $12.74. I paid $4.34 and my profit was $8.40. And I got that from Fox Liquidation and it only took 1 month to sell. The next one is another really good brand that I have had on the swimsuit deal. This was Swim Solutions one-piece swimsuit and it sold for $27. My earnings were $20.10 and I only paid 66 cents for it. So my profit was $19.44. And what I did, I went through and I thought, oh my goodness, it is mid-July. Swimsuits are not going to be selling quite as much pretty soon. So I went through and I sent out a lot of 20% off and 30% offers. And I had a few sales when I did that. So that was great. Okay, next we will move on to eBay. And I have very slowly been relisting things to eBay and I think I'm around 230 listings, so not quite as many as I had planned because we've been on the go so much and then when I'm home I'm making YouTube videos and listing a little bit, but I am, as I'm getting more things relisted, I am having more sales. I had 5 sales this week for $131.01 and that was actually pretty close to last week. Last week was $131.69, so only a 68-cent difference. The first one was an audiobook lot, and I've talked about this. The lady that has a mother that's like 80 years old, and she bought from me and asked me to give her a deal to send 10 audiobooks. She was so happy with it. I gave her a great deal. Then her mom gets audiobooks, so every other month I make a book lot of 10 books and send that to her. And so this time I created a private listing for her and told her just send me an offer for $25 and I will auto accept. Well, she went ahead and paid the full amount. She paid the $33 plus shipping, so it came to $38.32. So I asked her, do you want me to refund you or do you want me to send some extra books? So she said extra books, so I sent like 15 or 16 instead of 10. So again, great deal for her and for me. So I received $38.32. My earnings were $27.91. I paid around $1.50 at the Friends of the Library book sale. It's kind of hard to know because I just get so many books and then I volunteer at it. I get some free books at the end, but I figured I end up paying somewhere around 10 cents each. So not a lot of investment. And my profit was $26.41. So I think that is really good. So remember, don't forget to check out books and library book sales. And if you haven't watched my where to find inventory video, it tells you about all different places where you can source for inventory. And that has been a really lucrative one for me. The next one I had in a Goodwill haul video. This was the little Roby soft leather shoes, and I picked those up just because my son Jason always wore them, and so I saw them and I thought, oh, I have to save those from the landfill, and they used to sell really well. Well, they don't anymore. Times have changed, and that's the thing about reselling. You have to always stay up on what sells, but I wouldn't change it. I'm glad I saved them. They sold for $11 with free shipping. My earnings were $6.75. I paid 8 cents. They didn't charge me for kids' shoes. Kids' shoes are usually $1.29. They just said weigh them with the clothes. So 8 cents by weight. They only took 22 days to sell, and my profit was $6.67. The next one I had on that same Goodwill haul that I had that Disney jacket, and this was the Homedics massager, and it sold for $27.80. My earnings were $13.01. I paid $4.99, and my profit was $8.02. Next, I had an international sale, and it seems like every week, even if I have weeks where I only sell 5 items, I have at least one international sale. So that is a reminder that if you're not shipping international, it might be a good idea to consider that. And I have a video that walks you through it and tells you just how simple it is. It is very easy, not much more than just shipping regular domestic. So I encourage you to look into that if you are not shipping international already. This was the Free People Lacy Looks bandeau, and it sold to someone in Canada, and it went regular first class international, not through the global shipping program and not through eBay standard international. Super simple. And it sold for $23.74. My earnings were $10.53. I paid $3.40. I purchased it at Fox Liquidation, and my profit was $7.13. And if you worry that the fees will be just so much higher on international items because the shipping is high, they are not. I will insert on one of these sides how much the fees were. It was only $2.20. They base it up on how much you sold it for, and then there's a small international fee. So you are not charged a huge amount on the shipping. So actually, I wrote it down. The total fees were $2.20, $1.93 was the final value fee, and 27 cents was the international fee. So very low on fees also. And I had my first problem this week with an international order, and I'm going to create a whole video on it because I've had some people asking me what to do if there's fraud and preventing problems. Well, I had a huge issue this week, but I handled it and it turned out great. And so right after this video, I'm going to video about handling problems and fraud and things like that. So if you want to watch that, I think it should be kind of interesting. Then the last one on eBay is the Free People Heart of Gold leotard bodysuit, and it sold for $30.15. My earnings were $22.16. I paid $11.59, and I bought it from Fox Liquidation, and my profit was $10.51. So that is everything from eBay. And then I had one sale on Mercari, and it was another Fox Liquidation item. It was the Free People Winnie bodysuit. It sold for $27.65. That includes the shipping. My earnings were $20.60. I paid $9.58, and my profit was $11.02. So just one item for $27.65 on Mercari. If you would like to know all of my numbers from the week, I will insert that on the side. I sold a total of 22 items for $485.66. The money that I got back after any fees and postage was $344.88. Cost of goods was relatively low, only $83.30, no refunds. And I'm happy to report the Pendleton blazer that I sold last week that the person asked if I took returns, and I said yes, I have free returns. I got great feedback from him, so he was happy with it, no return. I was really worried about that, but he was super pleased, and I was happy that I answered and said yes, I would be happy to take a return because that gave him confidence, and he ended up happy. So yay for that one. My profit for this week was $260.98, which is 53.73% of my gross sales. So I'm right about my normal range of almost 54% of my gross sales is profit. So I'm very happy with that. And I will leave all of these numbers up for a few minutes, but I won't read every single one off because that would be pretty boring. On Poshmark, 16 items. My profit there was $191.16. eBay, 5 items for $131.01. My profit there was $58.80. And Mercari, 1 item for a profit of $11.02. So that is everything for this week. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to everybody for all of the kind comments that you leave. I appreciate you guys so very much. Have a great day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.